Good day. Seems to be a bit of a raucous challenge going on between the parakeets and the magpies. Not sure if you can see, there's a magpie at the top of the tree and various parakeets in it. Of course, they've started talking, so they've gone quiet, but it was going on for about 5 minutes. Off they go. 2 of them are gone. There must have been about 12 of them to begin with. There we are. I'm just looking at this area, which I hope to get on to next week. I think I've got quite a busy week this week, so I'm not going to get a lot done. And I obviously want to keep this pond here and the lavender, the cardoon, which is here, will stay there. The bamboo, I mean, that can go anywhere because it's in a tub. This buddleia, which is a yellow buddleia, I really need to get in there and clear it out. I was given that last year and I haven't done anything about cleaning it up, but it's fine. But yeah, do I want this tub? No, most probably not. Do I want this sink? Most probably not, actually. Where will the blueberries go? Don't know. Maybe stay there. Need to sort those out. Need to cut back the rows. Temperatures are not going down to freezing too much, so maybe we can look at that this week. But yeah, I'm just down really for a mooch. Not really anything else. I think these brassicas, I think they'll give us some decent crops in the spring before they bolt. This bed could now do with a weed. Now I've removed the nets, as could this one. Yeah, that's, I'm going to move these out onto the wildflower area. That really needs a tidy. The cold weather has got to that. Yeah, lots of weeding here. Need to tie up. You can see the here, cultivated blackberry. I need to tie that up. I will do that. Oh, hello, Mr. Frog. Oh, more plastics blown about. This one, gosh, you can see how new growth is coming there. Look at the big bud there. And I noticed just a moment ago, look, a daffodil. Oh, there's another one coming in there, look. So those will be popping up with flowers soon. The iris are there. Tulips coming up here. And in there, not sure if you can see. Yeah. Signs of life, which is absolutely lovely. I came down because I really just wanted to get out of the house and have a pootle down here and a potter around, doing a few things, picking up bits of plastic. Seems to be a never-ending job, and doing more thinking about what will go where, just weeding a few things. I came down and chatted to my plot neighbours 2 away from me for a while about various things, and then they came and started asking me whether I'd seen the new Charles Dowding app, which I have. It's very much like the grow planner that was around previously, and I think is done in conjunction with them. So I might have a look at it again. I don't really think I need anything electronic other than my Excel spreadsheet this year. I mean, I do sort of look at what he says about what to grow each month and when to sow things and things like that. I think that's really, really useful. And we share the allotment emails that he sends to people. We share that on our WhatsApp group. So yeah. But that's it. You know what? I'm not going to keep you very long, which many of you will be very happy for, because I'm going to get back and give our hot water a boost, because I'm going to have a bath. It's quite cold. Feels about 3 degrees at the moment. I think we were going to have a high of 5 today and a low of 2, and it sort of feels as though it's in that in-between bit. Hello, Mr. Magpie. Solus magpie flying across. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Pootle down, a potter around, a chat with fellow plotters, and that's about it for today. See you again soon. Bye. Good day. Look at this dogwood. We're at Kew, and as you can see, you can actually walk through this area. We've never seen this area before planted up, but yeah, it's just glorious. We'll walk through it a bit later. I wasn't going to do anything for a week at the plot, but there's always something at Kew that you just go, oh, look at that. And these hellebores, look at the front, they're just sort of bouncing out, aren't they? Their greenery. And then as we come over, it moves to snowdrops. Look at them. There's hellebores of different colours in here. Richard likes the darker ones. Look. It's sort of like pinky there. And the dark, yeah, Richard likes those much darker ones, like that purple. Oh, and what are these yellows? Oh, I don't know what these yellows are. Oh, look at the snowdrops, how glorious. They're big snowdrops here. Well, no, look, there's different varieties. Those are small, and then these are big. I've just spotted the cyclamen in there as well. Yeah, but not sure what these little sort of yellow are. A celandine, maybe. Maybe they're celandine. But rather lovely. Oh, I'm losing my hat. So if this is creaking, then there's euphorbia up there, that's going to be out. But yeah, and then you come back here and you see that fire. Glorious. Yeah, we haven't seen this area before. Well, we've seen it, but not like this. Anyway, we're going over there to look at giant ceramics, which you'll be able to see on our socials and maybe in Richard's vlog. Can you see the 2 blue giant ceramics? Yeah, we're going in there. We're now in the end of the temperate house, and there's a lot of work going on in here. Raking up of leaves on the floor. And then they're going to be top dressing with compost. You can see the compost down the middle. Compost in those big bins. There's Richard doing his filming. It's a bit wet outside now, but I I want to go and have a look at the compost. He's finished now because it looks just glorious. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that's master compost, isn't it? Some big bits still in there that'll break down on the surface and nourish all this growth that goes on in here. But yeah, look at that. That's just glorious. And there's several bins of it. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bins. These must be about, or maybe a metre by metre. No, they're bigger than that. Anyway, they're big. I'll leave you today on this glorious site. I want to get my hands in there, but I can't reach. Bye. Good day. I think we can see that there's a large amount of bindweed under there. I mean, some of that is a centimetre thick. It looks like the sort of snakes from an Indiana Jones movie. But yeah, that's all bindweed, which I knew was under there. I knew last year. Didn't grow in this bed last year. Do want to grow in the bed this year. And I've noticed up here in this corner, sorry, just up here, quite a few eggs, like snail's eggs or slug eggs. But standing here is not going to do any good. I need to get in with my fork and get that bindweed out. And the grasses, of course, they need to come out as well. Okay, so I've forked the bed over. As you can see in front of me is a 30-litre bucket of bindweed mainly and couch grass, and over here it's about half full, that bucket over there. The issue is a lot of the bindweed and couch grass is just coming in from the edges, particularly over here, well, in fact, and here along this edge here. And I really should get in to where that cherry is and the second bucket and dig all that area out. Is that something I'm prepared to do? I'm certainly not going to dig this bit here up, but over there I might do. I need to take all of the bindweed that's dead and on that cherry off and give that a prune. But I think what I'm going to do now is just level this area off with my fork, level it off a bit with my fork and then get the rake. But yeah, at the edges, I mean, I think this is going to need another forking over. This is where I'm going to be growing squash this year, so I want this area to be relatively, well, to be super fertile, so it will have some compost on top of it. So I think I will, maybe not this weekend because it's so busy this weekend, but next week, once I've got this level now, I may just leave it for a week. There aren't too many seeds blowing about at the moment. And then next week, have another fork over of it and cover it in cardboard and then put compost on top, because that will help the feeding of this soil. I have to say the soil is great. Many people comment on how good the soil is here or how good it looks, and it certainly is. Let's just sort of go in for a closer look. There are a few stones in here which I'm not too worried about, but yeah, there's a bit of weed. It's a decent soil, which I'm very happy about. It's just that, it's just the weeds, you know. It's always our life, isn't it? It's always about either things not growing, things not germinating, or the weeds that we've got. But yeah, happy. Let me just show you down here. Apologies for the odd angle, but look, we go down here, you can see this is couch grass, and here, oh, I can't get all of that out, coming in from the edge here, you know, and it just travels. Look, maybe I need to give this another forking, but yeah, it's one of those forever things. Unless you've got slates or something that go down here and break off the opportunity for sankfoil, bindweed, couch grass to come in, it will quite happily travel underground and go, oh, there's a nice bed over there, let's all go and inhabit that. But yeah, maybe another fork, I'm not sure. No, I'm not going to do another fork today. No. Another bit of bindweed, look at that. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave this uncovered, certainly for the next few days. We've got the winter wassail at for our sake tomorrow and the Great Green Barn, so I won't be down here tomorrow. So yeah, that's going to be it for this week's A Week at the Plot. At least I've got another bed half prepped and pretty well weeded. So this is what we've taken out. A lot of bindweed, couch grass in there as well. Lots of bindweed though. And there's another half a bucket over there. I've just taken dead bindweed off here. I think I'll prune that next week. There's a dead branch here that has broken over last year and I didn't see, and it's actually growing down. I don't know if I can save that in some way. I don't mean save it on this plant, but save it in some way. And here we can see where this branch crosses. Can you see that? That's rubbing on there, so one of those will have to come out. But yeah, it's beginning to bud. That will be in flower, I would have thought, within the next 4 weeks. I know I've said it already, but I'm glad to have got that bed at least partly sorted. One of our new plotters just then building a greenhouse on their plot, which is anchored in well, which is correct, because another new one, I said about anchoring theirs in well, and the storm we had did blow theirs over this way onto the communal path. We didn't have any damage, thankfully, on our plot. The only thing we had was a bit of shade netting had blown off from the table where I'd put it, and also what else, one of our bins, our compost bins, not a compost bin, a bin with shredded paper in it had blown over, and a few bits of plastic had blown on here, so we got away quite well. But yes, really pleased that I've got that done. I do need to do the other bed by the ceanothus where potatoes are going to go, and I got to my shed earlier, having popped to the plot yesterday and met someone, one of our fellow tenants, been here about 40 years, this fellow tenant, and he was talking about his international kidney, his Jersey Royals. He said, would you like some seed? So there we are, there's 1 2 3 4 5 6, so that's absolutely lovely. I am going to put them in the cupboard in my shed just for a few days. They should be in the light, but we're going down to 0 degrees again supposedly this evening, so I don't want them to freeze. I'll most probably put some, what will I do? I've got this bed here now that the chicory and endive are out. I don't mean in the poly, I'm pointing down here. Over there, I think I might put some in there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put those in there. I'm not going to put any in tubs. I can put these international kidneys / Jersey Royals into the raised bed that was just at the front of the bed that we were working on just a short while ago, and the ground bed by the ceanothus, the edge bed there, I will leave for the other main crop that we've got going, and then the rest of this bed, the raised bed, can be further earlies. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not sure if that makes any sense to you at all. It makes sense in my head. I think I've explained it really badly, but yeah, what a lovely gift to find these in my shed when I arrived today. Right, yes, that's it for this week's A Week at the Plot. Next week, what will next week bring? Quite a bit of rain, apparently. We're due a lot of rain tomorrow, rain throughout next week. So if I can get down here, I'd really like to sort out the soft fruit bed with the josta berries and the autumn fruiting raspberries in it, Relatively simple, hand weeding, cutting the autumn fruiting raspberries down to the ground and sorting out the joster berries. And if it's dry enough, I'll try and sort out the other fruit bed. I think that's what I'm going to do, and then finish off this bed that we've been working on today, topping off with cardboard. I think I'll give it another little fork, topping off with cardboard, and then putting compost on top, just like we did with the bed that is going to have our beans in this year, right at the front a couple of weeks ago. Right, I am going to leave it there. If you've got any comments, any questions, please do leave them down below. And if you yes, I'm so exhausted. It's been such a head week this week. It really has. And it'll be 2 visits to Vanessa, which is sort of like, you know, that's 8 hours driving. I know many of you drive, you know, like that every single week, but it's unusual for me to do that. So yeah, I really feel as I'm getting older. I really do. Which of course I am. I'm going to be 59 this year. Is that right? Yes, 59. Wow, time does fly. Whatever is happening in your garden, your growing space, or your allotment, if time is going slowly with lots of snow on the ground, or time is going swiftly with lots of things already beginning to grow, particularly the weeds, I hope you are able to enjoy what is going on, even if it's just sorting through seeds or checking seed catalogues and seeing what you need. I will see you very soon. Well, I'll see you on Planet Vegetaria as we go through the week, and I'll see you on YouTube in another week's time for a further full upload of A Week at the Plot. See you very soon. Happy growing. Bye.